Il est dans le remake américain de 9 mois, mais il a fait beaucoup d'autres films. Tout de suite, et avec lui, regardez un flashback sur sa filmo. I'd like to show you the pictures of the different parts, and you just tell me what it remembers you. This one.
Oh, this is the lair of the white worm, which was certainly an interesting film directed by Ken Russell. Yes, in which I get attacked by an enormous white worm. This is Catherine Oxenberg, who used to be in Dynasty.
And how was it to work with Ken Russell?
Very good in the morning, more difficult in the afternoon.
Why?
Well, I don't really want to say, but he has a big and colourful lunch. Sirens, yes. I enjoyed this film almost more than any other film I've done, but then I was working with 4 nude models, and that's always fun. Plus, I was great friends with the director, who's an Australian called John Dargan. Lune de Fiel, Bitter Moon, Kristen Scott Thomas, who's in every film I ever do.
It was the first time you played with Kristen Scott Thomas?
Yeah. And directed by Roman Polanski. And
do you remember why you accepted to play this part?
Well, you have to remember, at that stage in my career, I was lucky to get offered a film at all. So I accepted most things. But as it happens, I thought it was a very fascinating script. And you know, if Roman Polanski asks you to do a film, you say yes. 4 Weddings and a Funeral. It's possibly the ugliest picture of me I've ever seen in my life. Thank you for showing me that. Here we are, yes, well this is Sense and Sensibility, which I have a sort of supporting role in as Emma's love interest. She wrote the script from the Jane Austen novel, and it's directed by Ang Lee, who is from Taiwan, and who's a very interesting man. He's a very good director, but very unusual in his technique. I like directors who are full of praise, who come up to you after every take and say, that was fantastic, wonderful, you're incredible, maybe we could just try something a little bit different. Whereas Ang Lee, this was one of the first scenes we shot, and the first scene, it's a very moving, very important scene, and after we'd finished the first take, we turned to Ang Lee and said, what do you think? And he looked at us for a long time, and then he said, it was very boring, and it was very depressing.
And what about your work with Emma Thompson?
Very good. It was very difficult on this one because she wrote the script as well, so she kept correcting my lines. But yes, she's an old friend.
I'm pregnant.
Right.
Pregnancy. It's making history. In Russia, I was chief of obstruction.
Obstetrics, I think you mean.
Not obstructions, it's obstetrics. Giddy up.
Robin Williams improvised a lot in the movie, do you?
We all do, yes. That was the thing I liked about doing the film. I mean, especially after doing a lot of English films where we're quite strict with the text, you know, because we come from this long theatrical tradition where you don't improvise when you're doing Shakespeare. And so it was very liberating to do a lot of improvisation. But it's depressing when you're improvising with Robin Williams because he's so brilliant.
Ça vient des States.
Avant Hugh Grant, en futur père angoissé, il y avait déjà en 1994 Patrick Braoudet, acteur et réalisateur du 9 mois original, qui s'exprime sur son bébé, revu par les Américains.
Qu'est-ce qui m'a pris de faire l'amour ce jour-là?
J'ai vécu ça avec beaucoup de fierté, d'aller sur le plateau, d'aller rencontrer tous ces gens-là et de voir qu'ils étaient en train de refaire cette histoire que, encore une fois, que j'avais écrit chez moi comme ça. Et puis une petite frustration, évidemment, parce que mon film n'est pas sorti aux États-Unis. Alors on se demande pourquoi, mais bon, il n'est pas sorti aux États-Unis parce que les glaces Gervais ne sont pas vendues aux États-Unis. C'est le problème de toute une stratégie économique face au continent américain.
Vous avez reconnu votre film? Vous l'avez aimé?
Alors j'ai reconnu, j'ai pas reconnu. C'est pour moi un sentiment étrange. Chris a voulu faire quelque chose, aller vers une comédie romantique, beaucoup plus. Il y a des moments où il tire les larmes, plus que moi. Finalement, on nous dit qu'ils font les remakes parce qu'ils disent que les films français ne feraient pas gagner d'argent aux États-Unis. Mon film a coûté 20 millions de francs, donc 4 millions de dollars. Le film américain a coûté 40. La publicité du film américain pour les États-Unis a coûté 30. 40 et 30, 70 millions de dollars. il a rapporté 70 millions de dollars. C'est-à-dire que sur les États-Unis, ils n'ont rien gagné, pratiquement. Donc je me dis que le mien qui a coûté donc 4 millions de dollars, je me demande si en mettant le solde, c'est-à-dire les 66 millions de dollars qui restent en pub, bah, les Américains auraient peut-être été voir le film en se disant que avec un battage de 66 millions de dollars, ça aurait peut-être amené finalement à voir un film français. Ah